Right, hi there, how's it going? Gerard here, all the way from Ireland, and welcome to our series of videos, or a course I suppose, all about smart home, and particularly the Nest brand. I want to focus on that. I think it's going to be a big platform in the future, and I wanted to kind of articulate it through books, through video courses and various other types of content. So anyway, how's it going? It's Friday over here in Ireland, and it's a beautiful day. So in this course I'm going to bring you through a lot of stuff, really a lot of material, a lot of content, and we're going to cover some of the main kind of Nest products, and we are also going to look at how other products can connect in with Nest, and I'm going to give some ideas and thoughts on what I believe Nest will evolve over time. So without further ado, let's move into the main body of the course. So first up, the smart home industry is certainly flourishing, and many believe that we're really on the cusp of home automation becoming mainstream. And I suppose the fact that you're watching me here is probably some indication that the smart home industry is starting to get out there, starting to get popular, and more people are looking to connect their houses to the internet and different elements of their houses to the internet. So different devices are becoming web enabled, or smartified as I coined the term. So for instance, you're able to smartify or add web connectivity to your garage doors, your lights, your thermostat, your security system, kitchen appliances, garden devices, you name anything that has some kind of electrical or electronic functionality in your house is all fair game for the world of the smart home. And I suppose I coined the term smart home 2.0, which is my own background is very much IT and web 2.0, so I came up with this term smart home 2.0, which has kind of been around for the last couple of years. And I believe that this smart home 2.0 has more got to do with the movement of the app into the world of smart home. Traditionally we had very old systems that were quite limited in both functionality and were very proprietary. Now that we have a whole new plethora of products out there, ranging from the Nests of this world to the Philips Hue to all of these other kind of endpoints, or sophisticated endpoints, and they all can be referred to as the Internet of Things, as another kind of term that is used to describe these range of products. But a lot of them are high-end products. They're bought to satisfy a particular need, and then what we're seeing here is that more and more of these products are being bought as individual products, but there needs to be an overlying type automation platform, I suppose, to bring it all together. And that's where companies like Google and this Nest platform that we're going to talk about comes in with regards to bring it all together and starting to get all these items working together. So there are a number of players in the space, in the smart home 2.0 space, and there's a number of stakeholders, I suppose is how I would describe them. So you have manufacturers, of course, and there are hundreds of manufacturers. You're seeing a lot of hardware products, I suppose, coming to the market through the likes of Kickstarter crowdfunding platforms, such as Kickstarter, Indiegogo, etc. Telecommunication providers are also in there. You have some large telcos in the States and indeed in Europe that are pushing smart home 2.0 products and solutions. So there's some developments there. Utility companies particularly are tying up with smart home connected device manufacturers and suppliers to try and help with the management of electricity and management of power, energy efficiency, etc. For example, the Nest Learning Thermostat has done specific strategic alliances with some utility companies around the world, including our own ESB here in Ireland, or Electric Ireland as they're called nowadays. App developers, of course, there are developers developing smart home applications on a daily basis for both iOS, Android, and of course new wearable devices such as the Apple Watch and other mobile devices which are coming down the road. We also have some online stores that are getting into this space in a big way. I do a little plug for my own little website, connectedhomes.eu. Of course, you've got the DIY market. The DIYers have been around for many years, and they are the backbone really of the automation business for the past 20 years. They've been going online, buying products such as X10 products and Z-Wave and Zigbee, but that base of people is growing and certainly expanding. And of course you have professional installers, which I believe have a big role in the future of these and the success of the smart home, because what we're seeing is people are buying these products off the shelf, or they may be buying on Amazon or some online stores as yourself, but the installation of those particular products remains a challenge. And that is where professional integrators are coming in. Traditionally, they always work with the very high-end platforms. We're seeing more and more electricians moving into that market. And in fact, I do some training myself in that particular space. I train and provide a lot of content for would-be installers who want to get into the Smart Home 2.0. So if you want to check out homementors.com/courses, you'll see a course called Make a Living as a Smart Home Installer there. So that's a little quick plug there. So let's just get into Nesting. Okay, what is this Nest thing all about? First of all, it's a company that Google bought, and they bought it for about $3.2 billion, so that's a lot of money. Back when the euro was much weaker, that was only about 2.5 billion euro, but nowadays, because the euro is after crashing, that would be the same, so 3.2 billion. One thing that was very noted was that because Google owns Nest, there was a major kind of push initially to keep the Nest brand separate from Google for various concerns, I suppose, regards to privacy, etc. So there was a strategic decision made at the top levels of Google to keep the Nest brand, and I believe they've done it quite successfully. They've kept that brand, so Nest is now a bit of a household name within 1% of the population, or even less, but it's still a household name that is growing, and I think it's been a good move by Google to do that. To further expand, and so Nesting is used as the hub or whatever to expand the initiatives that Google have for the smart home, and the company itself then purchased another company called Dropcam, and Dropcam provides IP cameras, again a very popular in-point or in-device smart home connected in-device that was gaining a huge amount of popularity, and one of the best performing IP cameras out there, and it caught the imagination, and Google purchased that for something like 550 million. So again, very, very expensive, but not as expensive as the original acquisition of the Nest Learning thermostat, which was 3.2 billion, as I mentioned. Further developments in 2014 involved the Works with Nest program. Again, that's more aimed at developers and manufacturers that their products, third-party products, could speak or interface with some of the Nest products that were coming to market. It allows other devices to open up connectivity with these Nest products, and what it really means is a thing called an open API. That's a technical term for application program interface, but basically what it means is that if you have a smart lock and you go out the door, for instance, and it's able to communicate with your thermostat, for example, your Nest thermostat is a typical example, and put that into away mode. So now all of a sudden you're seeing diverse kind of products from different manufacturers, different suppliers, starting to be able to communicate and talk to each other, which is the ultimate vision of the smart home. Traditionally, you could only do that with larger, more proprietary systems that were built and customized and very expensive. Now you're getting low-end, kind of cheapish products that are starting to speak to each other, and then you're getting that functionality that you would have got with the high-end customized systems previously. Another little acquisition done was Revolve. Revolve were like a smart hub type of environment. A product, just a hub, but it contained all these different radios that would communicate with all different types of smart connected devices, are based on different protocols such as Z-Wave and Zigbee, Wi-Fi, Inseon example, etc. So they purchased that company, they closed that company, stopped shipping the product. So we expect to see the fruits of that particular acquisition in future Nest products, is where I see that going. From where I can see, the Nest smart thermostat is seen as a kind of a hub that is centered to the Nest strategy, but we will see what comes down the road out of that particular acquisition. Right, okay, so let's just look inside the Nest ecosystem, and it contains different kind of categories, or different three sections really. First of all, you've got the Nest core products. These are the products that you can go on any retail store, go into any retail store, well, certain retail stores anyway, buy it online. So the three kind of key products that they're recording this video would be Dropcam, which is their video surveillance IP camera solution, the Nest obviously flagship learning thermostat, and the Nest Protect, which is a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. So they're the three Nest products that are manufactured, sold and branded by Nest. Then you also have some Works with Nest certified products, and it's These products are certified to work with those 3 key products, so that it works with Nest is a program that a number of manufacturers have taken up. So you're seeing integration between the thermostat and the smoke and carbon monoxide and the IP camera from Nest, with other diverse range of connected products such as smart cars, for instance, appliances, smart locks, lighting bulbs, smart bulbs, etc. So you're seeing a whole range of other products coming from other ecosystems that are certifying their products to work with the core Nest products and solutions. And of course, the third element is apps, and apps are very important as well. Each of the Nest products comes with their own Nest specific app, and we're also seeing developments of apps that are using some of the functionality from Works with Nest and integrating into their apps, so it works in both ways. And we're also seeing development of apps for different types of wearable devices, which is also very much the popular trend at the moment. Right, okay, so just to summarise and just to bring it all together, really, smart home solutions, I believe, has kind of reached a particular kind of point in its evolution where it's become really affordable for the man on the street. No longer is it confined, I suppose, to the privilege in society. It's going to make life a lot easier over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years for families around the world to not only improve their security and their safety levels, but also make running their home cheaper as well and more low cost. Google has set its sights on the smart home business. They believe there's a big opportunity there, like myself, and also other companies are also investing significantly in the space for the past maybe 2 years really. Specifically Google, they bought the Nest Learning Thermostat, they bought Dropcam, and they added the Nest Protect to their portfolio of products. When deployed correctly and efficiently, is what I'm going to be teaching over the next number of videos, then it is a fantastic addition to any family home. So now that you're comfortable with the general kind of background to Nest, who Nest is, what it is, etc., I want to kind of move on a little bit further, and we're now going to look into the flagship product from Nest, which is the Learning Thermostat. So without further ado, we'll shoot over to the next video. Slán.